Tier 2 Round 7 Grand Prix here at the Circuit de Catalunya in Spain. This is Shane Mac F1 here, joined with Assassin,
Hello.
our Tier 1 Championship leader so far. You hear us, Assassin?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you looking forward to the race?
Yeah, I mean it was a crazy one on Monday, and I hope it pulls through. Not in the same way that it did on Monday. That start was pretty crazy, but
Yeah, wasn't the best. I seen on the stream there was quite a lot of cars taken out on the run up today. Sure, didn't even make it to the pit exit.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was a
happened just in
spiral.
front of you, just behind you, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, it was just a domino effect, and yeah, what started as a small little tap ended in a massive crash. So just hope that doesn't
Yeah,
happen today.
of
But
course.
yeah,
Looks like we have a dry qualifying session, and we've just lost Esports Payne there, so we just need to get him back into the lobby here. Bear with me. I hope I have him. I do. Send him an invite there. Sorry for the stream being cut there. So yeah, it's a dry qualifying session, and I'm really interested to see how this gets on. We've actually a really tight field. I know that we'll be keeping an eye on one or two guys just to see how fast they are, but it's definitely going to be action packed, and there's an awful lot of guys out here that have a really good chance of doing well. I actually have the standings up here. We have Jack DNF actually has quite a bit of a lead. He's 83 points. Then we have 3 drivers separated by 2 points. So we have just Coconuts then in P2 with 55 points, PLR Owen 54 points, and PLR Craigie in P4 with 53 points, and then Kevo is in P5 with 44. So an awful lot of drivers there that are definitely fighting for the championship. It's not over by any means. 28 point lead can quickly evaporate. So there's a couple of guys out on track on their out lap. So we're going to jump on board with one of these guys now in a moment.
Yeah. So Tilmo's the first one out. He's going to be the first to cross the line. Barring any invalidation. So yeah, this is going to be the first lap of qualifying.
Yeah, the Haas driver. Making the run up to here to turn 1. I always remember that iconic drive from was it Senna and Nigel Mansell, wasn't it, back in the Grand Prix there, side by side, nearly inches away from each other. But they one of the iconic moments in Formula 1 history there. So 21.969 through sector 1 there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Sorry, a bit of a disclaimer for today. I have a little bit of a cold, so if I sound different, that's why.
Appreciate the effort. I know that it's not great, obviously, when you're feeling a bit under the weather, but I'm sure you'll do a good job.
I'll do my best, but yeah, so coming into the final sector now, it's a 51 flat.
Yeah. So once we see these lap times come in, we can start getting references here. You can nearly lost there on that curve. It's so easy to do.
Yeah.
And Tilmo actually drives with no assists as well, so another kind of shout out to that. It's not easy. You race in cockpit view as well.
Yeah, I did it once.
The 28 like myself. It was
it's an 18.8.
18. I think Jack is next.
Yeah, Jack DNF, the championship leader.
He's a 54.7 through the first 2 sectors.
Oh, he's invalidated it.
He has, yeah.
So who's next?
This Bono is Happy's on a lap as well. Arctic Penguin 51.0 through first 2 sectors. He is the next car on track to finish lap. Moody has just joined. So Who has he come in for? I don't know how he can join if there's 20 drivers and 2 comms. An 18-0. So Arctic had a much better last sector because they were equal through the first 2.
Oh, I know what happened.
What's that?
Esports Payne left and Moody joined.
Payne was invited back though.
Several lap times going back in. I don't know if he's going to rejoin. At the moment.
Also have a message here from NASCAR fan. He just wants to wish all the Tier 2 guys good luck in the race today. So fair play to him for sending on his thoughts there to the lads out on track.
A little bit of a quarrel here.
Don't worry about that.
So several people on set a lap. Bono Candy right now has the fastest lap of a 17.6, and they're all on a soft tire, so as expected in Q1.
Yeah, Q1. Go out on soft tires. Get yourself kind of used to the track. Rubber it up a bit.
Yeah. PLR
on with a 17-0. Yes. So we're just having a bit of an issue here with drivers joining, and I think Moody's left the session there, so that should be all sorted. Sorry about that there. The admin work going on behind the scenes. So just on board with Monster, it's just starting a lap, so I'm going to actually stay on board with him for the full lap here. So drops down to 4th gear for turn 1, instead quite a bit away from the little curve on the left hand side there for turn 2.
Yeah.
Decent enough through the first sector. Yeah, I'd take it all too, but there is that risk reward with it though. 21.4 through the first sector.
Oh yeah, of course, it'll spin you out if you don't take it wrong.
16.1 Crew Steamers, that's a very good lap there.
Yes, that's nice.
Just on board with the Alfa Romeo driver here now. Middle sector, this corner is also very easy to lose it.
And invalidate.
Yeah, and invalidate, yeah. He stayed quite off the curves there. Oh, nearly invalidated there as well.
Nearly spun it too.
To turn 10. Turn 10 now will be configured next year. They're actually going to run on a bit further. You can actually see that there is a track layout already there. So basically they're going to be taking a line very similar to that. And then they're into the chicane here.
Spectrav Sensei 16.
Do you know, actually, give you a point about in the 2020 race in real life, in qualifying, they actually set a lap time faster than the previous lap record that was on the previous track layout. So it didn't have that kind of, as Gav would say, Mickey Mouse chicane in the last sector, which slowed them down by about 4 or 5 seconds. So you actually think about how fast these cars have come with the hybrid engines and the slick tires, and with the amount of downforce that they actually run. They're already faster, with this layout than they were with the previous one. I think Ben is on a lap. He just started, has he?
Looks like it.
So Williams is about to finish.
Who?
Clement
retired.
Oh, like look where it was. He was around the flat out right-hander turn 9. Probably hit the curb on the outside, and then the Haas nearly lost it with him. Oh, I just saw it on the radar. I didn't see it on track. I actually saw it on the radar. It was Tilmo.
That is carnage.
I say he might have to come back to the pits and change his underwear after that one.
Get a new pair of britches.
Yeah. I'm going to jump on board with Beastas here now. So we're looking at, was a 21.4 earlier on for Monster through the first sector, so we're probably looking at low 21, and he's taking the right line there, shortening track, so he's 4 tenths up through the first sector, 21.0. Alright. So we're expecting probably a sub 16 here. Lock the front tyres, that probably lost a tiny bit of time there. He's taking the shortest run to the next line here. down into 5th. Using all the track he's after
Oh, too
invalidating.
much.
Too much, yeah.
Let's go in the
But you
bend,
can
and he
definitely see
sets.
there's definitely a bit of pace there.
Yeah. So Ben sets a 16.7. No 15s yet.
He has. No 15s yet. There's Spectro, actually, I think he was saying later on that he was racing with no glasses today, so he wouldn't be as accurate, but he's after setting a really good lap time there, 16.1, puts him P2. Kevo's still in the pits. Happy's doing a little bit of a practice session, 4 laps, so he's done 4 laps on those tyres there as well, so B-Stas is going again. Gonna stick on board, keep on board on him now. He's making the run down to turn 1, using all the engine modes possible. Yeah, using all the track.
Taking the inside line mainly.
Keep right, that's it.
Gaining a few hundreds.
Shortest run. Yeah, he's actually faster again, so he's 20.9. So he was a 21.0 first run, 20.9 now on this one. So he locked up again. Sure, he's not losing too much time. He's still hitting the apex there, so.
Yeah.
See how he gets through. Take a bit of time off yourself this time round, yeah. But he's still using all the track. Still using all the track. Is he going to lift? Just a slight lift. Nearly followed. Oh, there's Lemony.
Mercedes.
There's Lemony off.
Yeah.
Damn. Wet flip. I suppose to change camera, change driver. Yeah. Avoids that curb on the left there, which I think is the best way to go.
Yeah, just clip it.
This looks like it's going to be a 15.
Maybe even the 14.
Might even be. We'll see now.
Low 15, mid 15, probably
short
Q1.
shifted out there now. 14.6. I think that's already faster than the pole lap from.
No.
Was it a 6.65? No.
No, it was a 14.3 by Payne's.
Right. Okay.
But this is Q1 and now it's Q3, so track evolution.
Yeah.
God bless, I already see it going faster.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's just kind of shake things up a bit. I'm on board with Craigie here. He's in the last sector now.
P2.
Just around the last corner here. That puts him in P4, 16.3. So he's about 2/10 off crew there.
Alberto in the last sector.
Alberto. Jump on board with Alberto here now.
And he sets a
17.5. Yeah. So I think that's Arctic Penguin. Killer J and Kevo are the only 2 guys out on track that haven't set a lap yet.
Kevo's about to.
Looks like Killer J's backed off because he's not using any airs or he's run at 100. Kevo's coming out of the last chicane, so I'm just going to stick on board with Kevo. Coming across the line.
Come on, right now.
It is a 1:16.9, puts him P10.
Tillmo retires, he's done. No, he's retired in the spot he's done before. Where can I find
Tillmo.
Oh, I see him in the background.
I think Payne might be in the lobby here, so I'm just inviting Payne, if anyone's listening here, just inviting the driver back in. I think he is in. I think that's probably an old message, but always safe to just send another invite just in case.
Yeah. Killer J into turn 1. Arctic Penguin retires. Oh, he might have hit the pit wall. I see one run out. Oh, we need to see this. What happened? He seems to have hit the pit wall. Or something happened. Wow, many retirements like this on track.
Yeah, quite a lot. last corner there. Quite easily done as well. But just on board Killer J here. Coming in, he's in the last sector now. And the Red Bull lads with the identical times there. Jack DNF and Owen with a 16.803.
Yeah, if you want to match your teammate, that's the best way to do it. Killer J up to 12th place with a 17 flat. Yeah, people are just getting ready to go out if they need to again, and if they're safe, then they're gonna retire.
Yeah, sorry that I'm not talking as much. I'm just trying to sort out something going on here with this. So.
Yeah, of course. Craigie retires. Ben retires in the pits. Crew Steamer retires. Beast Hass retires. So if I was Kevo and Spectra, I'd retire because you're already safe. 5 drivers behind you. Yeah, Kevo into the pits. Yeah, they're done. I have a feeling a lot more other people are done too. Jack DNF out. Oh!
Ooh.
What's happened there? He's on his outlap. He just broke his wing. He's done. What has happened there? That was caught on stream. That was insane. His car got hit the wall hard, and I'm surprised he didn't knock off a wheel. Wow.
A couple of guys on a new lap.
Yeah, that was pretty aggressive of a hit. Oh, Bono Candy. Killer J retires in the pits.
Yeah. It's on board with Lemony. He's just starting a lap time here now.
Bono Candy seems to...
He stays away from that turn 2 curb there. He's just going around turn 3 now. Staying wide now. He didn't take the short line to the corner. 21.3.
You know what I feel like happened with Jack DNF? He might have sneezed.
What?
Happy seems to have went out on the same tires that he was doing 4 laps on before.
Oh really? Yeah, he's at 6 laps on them tires now, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty old, and Lemony gets a little shaky.
And then he got squarely there, didn't he?
Yeah. Ooh.
Took that pretty flat.
Yeah.
Little lift.
I take more inside curb to get more opened up on the curb.
He is up on his lap time. He's about 2/10 up.
And hit the curb weird and kind of unsettled the car.
Happy off to the left.
Come on, Lemony. Payne needs to beat his lap time or he's out. Come on, Lemony. You smell the citrus on the finish line. And it's a 16. Beat by a second.
Yeah.
Nice. Close to his
He gained
teammate.
8/10 there in the last sector. It's that Mickey Mouse chicane that you just gain so much time on if you just take it right, you know.
Yeah. It's
Monster's up 2/10 in the first sector. 21.2. Oh, and he's had to run onto the grass.
Yeah, if you push too much there, it'll put you off and then you can spin into the wall on the right.
You binned it there, didn't you, yesterday? In qualifying, sorry, Monday in your second one.
I probably would have gotten pole anyways. I was only up by half a tenth on that. I don't want to talk about that.
I think it's down to really Esports Pain that can get us, and he pushed Bono Candy out. And now happy to be here on his 7-lap old tyres.
He's not going to beat it with those tires.
He needs to gain 5/10 to get anywhere near Sam Brooks. And he's already down on his own personal best, so I do not think it's going to happen. And there's traffic up in front. They're going to get out of the way. So I think that's Lemony in the Mercedes, and he thinks backed up. He's 8 seconds off. Yeah, so
unless he's
that's our grid. Clement didn't set a lap, I see. Clement's in 20. Oh yeah, he lost it, didn't he?
Yeah,
two
people lost it in that turn 9.
Yeah,
dangerous. It's like the long chicane in Austria. Turn 11 and 12, is it? Australia, I mean. Oh, this is the starting grid now. A few more retirements and we'll move on to Q2. So what are your predictions for qualifying? The pole position, top three, winner of the race, top three?
Well, I think we're going to exclude Haas out of this, but I would say I think the guys that are up there are the guys that I'd be expecting, the likes of Crew and Kevo and Craigie and stuff like that.
Yeah, I gotta be biased to Kevo. No bias. But yeah, I just hope everybody does well. I want to hope for a good race, close qualifying. Well, besides P1, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's it there. So yeah, 1.4 seconds from P1 to P2 now. Again, that's an anomaly that won't be happening again. But yeah,
yeah,
everyone else is pretty close there. You know, between P2 there and P15, you're just looking at there's a bigger gap between first and second than there is between second and the cutoff point. So that just goes to show.
that is. Oy. All right, so yeah. Alright, so Q2, Killer J, PLR Owen, Esports Pain, Jack DNF, Alberto, Craigie, Haas, Kevo, Monster, can't see the name there, Lemony Tang,
Yeah.
Crew Steamers, Sam Brooks, Ben, and Spectrev. Ben looks like he's going to be the first one out in the Williams. It's the closest to the pit exit, so it's going to be obvious. Can you, would you know who the other Mercedes beside Lemony is? The name is kind of weird.
The name is Lemony.
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Spidey is the other Mercedes.
Oh, the another Mercedes. I think, yeah, that's Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah, other names are being weird. Name glitch.
Right. Yeah, so, that happens quite a lot, it does.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot when I join a lobby. It'll just be everybody's no name. It's annoying, but you just gotta rejoin and it'll fix itself. So Ben is gonna be first one to set a lap if he doesn't invalidate.
Yeah, we'll jump on board on now.
Oh yeah! Oh, and he hits a wall.
And he's in the wall.
Any damage? Wow.
Turn 10.
Yeah,
turn 10. It was on the exit of turn 10. It was before the turn 11 kink here. So that Mickey Mouse corner here. Before that one it was.
Yeah, did he damage his wing? That's the question.
I think Spectrev is next. So you might as well jump on board with him.
Come on, camera angle change. No, he's staying out. Ben's staying out.
I'm gonna see his wing here. Yeah, it looks like he's all good.
He just tapped it. He's a little bit of a love tap on the wall. Yeah, going into.
He's on the medium tire. Pretty much everyone's on the medium tire. Jack DNF is the only one out on track on softs. And then you have Alberto and Craigie on putting the softs down. I would try to stay away from the softs, to be honest. Now,
nah.
I think you can go soft hard, but it's not the greatest. I think medium hard would be the better way to go. But
yeah, I mean, if I was gonna go by anything, I'd go out on one lap on the soft tire in the standard and set a good banker lap, and then beat it with a medium.
It's easier said than done though. Going out on a tire that's 7, 8, 10 slower and setting a banker that's good enough to be a banker, but not good enough that you can't beat it on a medium, which is quite difficult to do. He's after running wide there, turn 10, but he hasn't invalidated. Probably the game has picked up that he actually lost time rather than gained any. So no harm, no foul. Let's keep going into the last section here.
Through the last chicane.
Just coming around the last bend now.
Oof,
they used to be travelling around there like 150 mile an hour before they changed the corner. 1 minute 17.6 in the mediums.
Oh, Spectrev
has just gone just nearly a second faster, 8 tenths faster there.
Jack did, huh? Yeah,
Jacking
that's
up on the
like,
softs, isn't
yeah, he had the same idea that I had. He just set it in a low fuel mode, less powerful, but better tire,
he
so he can
definitely
just go to our
used theirs
mediums.
though, because he only had 50% left coming across the line there. As
Yeah,
far
I
as
mean, like,
pain,
you turn down your fuel and it'll just put less power in the straights and you can get it all back on the mediums. It works, I did it.
Lemony with a 17.3 on the mediums.
But actually, no, I would also not go out on a new pair. I would go out on the old pair.
I'd be using these mediums. I'd be doing 2 laps on these mediums. I'd go out and do a first time lap of 95%, get the banker in that way, and then get the tyres warmed up and then go again. Is that Kevo coming across the line? I just missed him. 17.4. Who is next? Owen is nearly finished. I think this is the next Spider-Man coming around the last corner. Did 50.4 through the first 2 sectors.
Not Spidey.
And he crossed the line 17.0. That's a good lap time on the mediums as well.
Yeah,
So him
yeah.
and Spectrive are looking very strong. I'm
Yeah.
going to stick with PLR Owen because Owen was up there in Q1. So we'll have a look and see what he can do on the medium tyres. So the 50.4 was the time that Spidey was through the first 2 sectors. So that'll give us a good reference point. Little dab of the brakes there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
50.4, yeah, and that's another 50.4 there. So he's neck and neck with Spidey through the first 2 sectors. Stay off that curve on the left hand side. Just
You
give it a
can
little
nick
kiss
it.
like that.
Not that dangerous.
And he's coming around into the last couple of corners.
Good curbing.
All nice and tidy.
Nice.
Get up into third, get on the power.
Very solid.
Yeah. See how he gets on. That's a 17.1.
Just missing out on his
yeah,
teammate.
just lost about 10 to Spidey. That's not too bad. And
Ooh, Kevo.
Kevo just pumped in. Yeah, he done what I was saying. So second lap, generally a bit faster than the first round here. There's some tracks that you actually need to do 2 laps to get the best out of the mediums, and it doesn't really compromise your race strategy as well. So
Ooh,
who
Owen's
is
up on his time.
next? There's actually, I think it's Craigie, not Craigie. It must be an Alfa Romeo.
Crew.
It's Crew. Crew's a 50.3, so he's a 10th up on Spidey through the first 2.
Come on,
In
Crew.
the last sector now. Nice upshift into 4th there just to help with the traction out of the corner. Down into 3rd, up back up to 4th. Crew's getting the hang of these manual gears, I can see. Working with the traction.
He had bad luck last week spinning into the wall and had that DNF, but hopefully he can recover this week.
16.9 or 8. Actually, it says 899 on the dash on the left, but it said 900 on the right. Craigie has retired on track. The turn 9 course has hit again.
Yeah, it's taking another
You can see
victim.
he's in the same spot as Clement is, and there's a yellow flag going through there. There's a couple of guys now in that section. There's a Red Bull that's about to cross the line, I think, is it? No, they're in the pits. Are they? Yeah, they are, yeah. So next is a racing point. I think it's Beastas here.
Nah, he's invalidated and he backed off.
Second. He has, yeah. We're going to go again, probably.
Monster
is on an outlap 2.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and then we have, it looks like Sam Brooks. No, he's in the pits.
Nah,
Kevo must be coming in, yeah.
Pits. Yeah, I would too. I wouldn't go too long on those mediums. I want to have some good life in them. Pass is on another lap.
21.1, so it's arguably faster on the mediums through the first sector than what we were seeing from people on softs and
Big block up.
Q1. So
Crew
with a 16.5 on the second lap, so he definitely that's as I was saying there earlier. Just with the some tracks, it's better to go a second lap on the mediums, just get them up to temp, get them running that optimum range, and Kevo and Crew have shown that. And the only difference is you might be pitting on lap 11 instead of lap 12, for example. You know, it's nothing major. You know. But yeah, we're just gonna keep staying on board with Beastas here. He's coming into the last couple of corners. Nice and tidy, as you'd expect through there. And he just ran out of airs there coming across the line. So that's a 15.1 there on medium tyres. So
yeah, I mean, I I said in a
Yeah.
qualifying session in Q2, I said a 15.2 at my best. So, ugh.
On your mediums, was it?
Yeah, on a race, yeah, that's insane. But as I was talking, as you were talking about, the tire temps are the best on the second lap, and they'll get the best out of the tires on the second lap. Shouldn't go more than that unless you really, really have to. So who's next? It looks like it's Alberto.
Yeah. We jump on board Alberto there. And into the last sector there, yep. Last couple of corners.
And it will be 15, 16, 17.7. So he's going to want to improve on that.
You keep going there, I'm just trying to sort something out here. Assassin, yeah, you can keep going with the comms there.
Monsters,
You're on Monster, are you?
are gonna go into the
Stick it to
pits.
Monster, yeah.
Yeah, he's
No, you
going
kept
into the
going.
pits. No, he's gonna
He's
keep
slower,
going.
he's down though. He is down. How did he get on?
No,
No,
he got
he ended up, gained 4 tenths in the last sector, so
not enough though.
not enough, no. So I'm looking at here, there's enough, look how close it is. We're going to just ignore P1 for the moment. We just look at P4, 17-0, 17-0, 17-1, 17-1, 17-1, 17-1. So you look at, yeah, it's crazy. So competitive there between 4 or 5 drivers.
Killer J seems to have backed off on his lap and might go be. No, he's gone 3 laps on his tires. I'd be going into the pits if you want to salvage those tires. Sam Brooks is on the soft tire going into the final sectors, the final turns, and takes him nice as the soft tires would allow. And it will look to be a 16.8 P3. What's happened here? Or he's just moving off. Yeah, Ben will be the next to cross the line if he's going to go on for another lap on a soft tire.
I'll be updating it as soon as I know what the story is, boys. So just keep bear with me. Apologies.
Final sector. Don't take that curb.
Just waiting for a response here.
And he's going into the final chicane. And it will be a 16.3 second in there. About a half up on his time. So he's committed to the soft tire now. Soft tires don't last long around here, but the one stopper is possible if you can make it last.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, good qualifying time for the Williams, but Crew is on a good spot. He has good pace.
Yeah.
And he's on the medium tire, so I mean, I could project him for the win. And
Okay, lads, just an update. Beestas will be not continuing into Q3, so if anyone can hear me, if anyone can get Moody in, I know he's going to back out, but he was late, there was a driver in, so put in. But if you can get him in and he wants to race, you can send him an invite.
I don't think that's possible. Everybody's already taking control of the car.
Yeah, well, I suppose if Beestas leaves and someone invites him in, he might be able to take his car because Boydie's in, wasn't it? When Esports Payne was out of the lobby, Moody was able to take control of Payne's car, so it might be possible.
Medium tire. Jack DNF, this is big. And it will be... Oh, Jack DNF takes the provisional medium pole.
He has. He has.
One lap
Crew
old
is on
medium
the
too.
lap on sauce, but I think he's just doing that to just if he needs to push and finish a lap, he can, and then obviously if he gets to the last sector and he knows he's safe, he can just box and stay in the mediums.
Oh wow, it turns out I did predict it. Remember when Jack DNF had that little incident where I said
Yeah.
he sneezed, he probably sneezed. Oh, it turns out he did. I'm not gonna be saying anything, but I'm not gonna not call myself a prophet.
Ben is retired, but in the pits.
Yeah, he's done. He's not gonna be able to go out again anyways.
No, there is. I think Haas is just putting a lap in, but he won't be finishing this. He won't be going into Q3, but he's just setting a lap. See, he's 14.4. So that puts him in around pole, and he's left the session there. So
Yeah, just trying to set a good lap.
Kevo
didn't beat his time.
just got in, did he? Or he just finished the lap, but he can go again
Esports
if
Pain,
he wants.
just barely down on his time. He needs to make up half a tenth on PLR.
Yeah, we're sticking. Yeah.
Monster going into the final.
Lost a bit more time.
And
Monster,
it will be his qualifying finished.
He's 13th and he's done. Lemony down at 10th.
Esports Pain takes a lot of curb. Oh, he goes wide and he spins.
Oh, Lemony.
Oh, that's a big
gravel.
wing damage.
I think we were on board with two people losing it at the same time there. Lemony stays out of the way.
Oh.
Is Crew going
Pain
to box?
just...
So I think Crew is going to box. Yeah, but he's slower anyways. He's down a half second. So who was it that you seen?
Pain just spun in the last turn and it looked like he was up. I don't know if he was or not. But
I think
he
that's
just
everybody.
messed his wing up.
I think that is our top 10.
Yeah.
Lemony can't improve because he nearly lost it.
Yeah.
Monster and Alberto finish the lap. Craigie's out, and
Owen.
Payne is in the pits. So that's our top 10 there.
Owen.
Top 9.
Owen. He beats his time. 16.9.
He does. He does.
Killer J is done.
Many guys are on the mediums. We have now. Crew is shown to be on softs, but he did set his 16.5 on medium, so he is just that it's saying softs because the last lap he done was on the soft, but he boxed straight after. He didn't set a lap time. So if Jack DNF, Crew, Owen and Spectre all on the medium, so they're in a prime position for this race.
Alright, so that's Q2. What an eventful 2 qualifiers we've had so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Retirements. So yeah, knocked out our Esports Pain, Lemony Tang, Monster, Alberto, and Craigie. Top 10, as you can see here. Has less possession, Ben, Jack, Crew, Kevo, Sam Brooks, Spectrive, Owen, Spidey, and Killer J.
There you go.
Yeah.
You see there, Killer J and Spidey, yeah, all on medium. So there's 6, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 3rd and 4th. So you'd expect Jack DNF to be up there, thereabouts, being the championship leader. Crew, I know, has been really confident heading into this race, so I was expecting Crew to be up there.
Yeah,
Spectrive, I know how good Spectrive is. Spectrive's been racing with us since started here too, and I'm sure he'd say it as well, that he hasn't been living up to the expectations that we would have thought he would have been able to reach this year. He's definitely shown it today. Maybe he should race more without his glasses. So,
yeah, he's showing a good pace.
Who we putting our dollar on? Assassin, let's go. You go.
Okay, so
Beast Tass isn't racing anymore, so
yeah, that's just a.
Oh, he says he's in the lobby, but yeah, he's not going to be racing. So
Yeah, so I put my dollar on. I gotta go with. I mean, I gotta go with Jack DNF or Crew. So if I gotta pick one,
you get to pick one, not two. You can't hedge your bets here. One or the other.
I gotta go with Crew.
You're gonna go Crew.
Yeah. He's
Right.
shown good
Okay.
pace consistently.
He has shown good pace. Well, I'll go with Jack Dean next then. So I was going to go with Crew, but you picked Crew, so I'll have to go with Jack. Championship lead, I think that
Ooh,
definitely.
Williams just beats him out. That is Ben once again. Ooh, the rhyme. Back at. So Ben will be the first. But there's the line of Red Bulls and William. It's a centipede. If you're looking at the track map, Williams is getting up there. Sorry. The Red Bulls will want to separate as not to affect each other's laps.
Yeah.
Alright, so no one on a full lap right now. They're just going to have to complete their out lap, and they will be on.
It's actually on Kevo. Yeah, everyone's on an outlap system. So.
Alright, so Ben crossing the line to start his flying lap. Coming around turn 3, turn 4, 21.4 in the first sector, so it's good. Around turn 7.
Right. Apologies about that. I'm just going to borrow Ben. He's the first guy on track, so.
Yeah, infamous turn 9, he survives it.
Yeah, he's coming in turn 10, 50.0. That's not too shabby.
How many victims has it taken? I mean, Tilmo, he had it. It took him victim twice. So I don't know if we can only count it as once or twice, but if we're going to count it as twice, then it's taken 5 victims. So going into the final chicane, Ben
Yeah.
does it nice, and he
He
gets
did,
a good
and he
exit.
took those last corners like he couldn't fault anything there. Right eight hit all the apex 16.3. The PLR on 16.2. I think that the next Red Bull is next, is he? I boxed. He might have damaged his wing or something. Spidey is in the last sector.
Killer
He
J.
is next on track. And then I think it's Crew then
His
is
helmet.
after him.
Spidey got the good
he's
helmet.
in the last corner. 16.0.
Ooh.
Crew around the last
Invalidated.
corner.
It would have
Crew
been
has
a
invalidated. Is he going
75.
again? I think he's going again, yeah. So Renault, Sam 16.7. And then that's everybody except for Crew, who has restarted a lap, and he's already invalidated.
Nah.
So Crew might as well just come into the pits and get another fresh set of tyres. Unless he has enough fuel to go again, but get it and stay for a banker. But
So, I guess a Mercedes seat is now open, along with a racing
there
point.
is, and I think we also have.
Oh yeah, so if
Not
you
Red Bull,
want
Racing.
a, so yeah, PLR Discord is always open to anybody.
Yeah.
If you're interested, just put your comment in, and we'll get contact.
That's it.
We'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Oh my
Always-
God, Spidey! What? Oh my God!
That almost ended badly.
I don't know what happened there.
It looked
I
like he might
definitely
have spun.
compromised Crew's run out of the last corner for sure.
He was already invalidated though,
All of
so
that.
yeah.
Well, no, he was starting his lap though. It didn't compromise the lap. It was invalidated, but it compromised the start of this lap because he wasn't able to take the last corner the way he wanted to. Because the time lost in that corner is going to affect you the whole way down the straight, you know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't think it affected him too badly though. He set a 21.5 first sector
He
on the
lost
three
about
lap low
5
tires.
tenths. 21-0, 21-1 is what you'd be aiming for, you know. It looks like he's a bit distracted there. Kind of the
It's on the
turning
older
point.
tires.
He's had to lift quite a
Oh.
lot there and he
Mm.
invalidated, so I'm sure he's fuming at the moment. Jackie and F have started a lap. Missed
Just
the
hope he doesn't
turn
sneeze
in for
again.
the first corner. Definitely, but he nailed the seconds. Drifted a
Yeah, he
bit
didn't
wide
sneeze.
there. Straightened it up. 21-4, sector 1.
At that point, he'll get.
Picked up the power quite early there, mid apex. That was nice.
Yeah. Might have gained him some good time. A bit of a lock up there.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
think if you run no ABS, I think you're locking up in that corner pretty much every time. We've seen everyone lock up there.
Yeah, unless you're some sort
Little
of
lift there, but he
esports.
could have carried more apex speed there. He didn't touch that curb on the outside. 49.7, that's nice. We were looking at 50.0s earlier on through there, so he's pretty solid through there. Ran a bit deep into that, so that compromises exit, getting on the power. Little lock up into there. Nailed that last chicane there. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Should be.
As
I think
you
this
would
be a
know.
15.
Yeah, it might
Should be
be
in
a
the
15.
15s. Or
No, low
16-1
16.
there.
Yeah, if you would know,
Right,
this is
Kevo.
being broadcasted in a party. We are not in the same room. We are a continent away.
We are,
So,
yeah.
so no sickness
I'm
being
in Dublin,
transmitted here.
Ireland, and Assassin is in Georgia, United States. We're a long, long way from each other. That's some comment in on the YouTube, was it?
Yeah, yeah. Equaz said, glad the comms teammates share in the same booth. Yeah, I gotta go get a tissue soon. Alright, so Jack DNF looks to be on another lap. He's
Yeah.
down, he's giving up on the lap. PLR Owen is up
So,
on his time by half a tenth as it looked like.
is he?
Yeah,
I'm on board with Kevo here because Kevo hasn't set a lap time yet.
yeah, more important.
There is a Red Bull in front of him. That's Jack DNF on his second lap, and then I think I'll just double check that. Owen is just behind Kevo on track, so I'm gonna stick on board. 49.6 for Kevo through the first two. That's actually
Oh!
he lost on that curb that we were talking about earlier.
That would have sent
But
him
he
straight into
saved
the
it.
wall.
Saved it.
Yeah, the tier 1 race qualifying was weird. The game's contact physics broke on the wall and it just snapped when you tapped it.
Right.
Several people died when it happened. Unfortunate, but Kevo says
Kevo
almost
P2.
pole. That's a nice lap.
Owen was down a half a tenth on his own lap, but he's going to gain by looks of it. Looks like he's getting a slipstream off Kevo.
Yeah, just a bit. Not gonna affect his
Who
lap
is
much,
next
probably.
on track? I think Crew's at the start of the lap. Yeah, we'll stick on board with Crew because he's starting the lap. I think then the next one
Killer J.
about to finish is Killer J.
Ooh, he's up on his time by half a tenth. Gotta keep an eye
Right,
on
we'll
that.
jump back on board. We'll finish with J and then we'll jump on with Crew then.
It'll be Owen that's next if he's going on his lap still, if he's not giving up on it. Take that solid.
He should be in the low 16s, high 15, 15, 8 P1 currently. Crew with 21.1, so that shows he was 21.5 after that run, so he did lose about 4 tenths.
Owen's down on
Which I
his
was
lap.
expecting the 21.1 from him.
Kevo's down.
He needs to be a bit more to the left there, just to open up that corner.
Crew's next.
He's coming into now, turn 10. 49.3, so that's actually 2 or 3 tenths up on what we've seen from, was it Killer J? So
Yeah. Come on,
this
Crew.
should be provisional pole.
Yeah,
And I wonder if he has enough fuel to do
sector.
another lap.
Yeah, I wonder.
We're all nice and
what he
tidy
does.
here. At this stage now, you're up. Just hit your apexes, slow as fast.
Come on,
And then come
Crew.
around the last corner.
Oh,
15.6.
nice. It's a good lap.
Yeah, who is next? Is a Renault, I think. So that would be Kevo.
Whatever happened to Spec Drive?
Or it's not
He
Kevo.
looks to have
Sam, is it? Yeah, it's Sam.
He looks
He's only
too
starting.
Spec Drive retired. Is it looking like? When did that happen?
I missed that as well. I noticed that. I was like, either return the pits or return track, but I missed it. Either
I
way.
doubt he'd retire in the pits because it's
Yeah, you would
qualifying.
expect not to, yeah. So Jack is on an out lap. I think that's everybody. Unless Crew's done again. I'm just going to have a quick look at Crew's. He's not going again in 1.3. So that's Crew done now. He can't get back, can't put another set of tyres on. That's him now for pole. Now, it's all down to the likes of Jack. Owen won't get out. Kevo won't get out. We have Ben on a lap who
He's
has invalidated. But he can go again. I'm sure he has his engine turned down. We have Sam on a lap, but he's not going. But he has 38 seconds to get around, and he's not going to get back. I don't know why he was weaving his tyres there, because he's not going to get back in 30 seconds from where he is on track. So I think it's Jack starting a lap. Spider-Man, if he can get past the line, I think that's Spidey just coming across the line now. It is, yes. Spidey made it. I'm going to stick on board with Jack. He's up over a 10th, 21-2. But he's run wide onto the grass.
Oh no! He's just done to me. He's just done to me.
Exactly. Yeah. The two championship leaders from Tier 1 and 2 have done the exact same thing in Q3 on their last run.
Oh, that almost would have given
so
Ben a heart attack.
Ben's up 2/10, 21-2. So he's about 10 down from Crew.
Crew looks to have gotten pole though.
Well, let's see how it goes.
It's up to Ben now. See how he does.
Ben. Jack's done. Spidey can also ruin the party too, so don't.
Oh right, I forgot that he was on a lap.
Jack's done. Everyone else in the pits has finished a lap. He's up. He ran a bit deep
just was
there,
up on his time by half a second. Come on, let's see this.
Puts him at a 15-8.
Interesting.
This is the pressure now.
Helicopter view, and it's
neat and tidy, but he ran wide and he's invalidated.
That's heartbreaking.
Spidey's up 2.5 tenths. Spidey's up 2.5 tenths. That puts him.
Come on, Spidey.
That puts him into the 7s, 8s. If he can just match.
Come on, Spidey.
If he can improve a
Do it,
14, 15,
Spidey.
3.
He steals it in the last turn.
You have to remember that Spidey is on pole, but he's a Tier 3 driver, so he will not be scoring points. But he's put down that lap there. It shows how fast he is. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that's
pulled out of the bag in the last sector there.
Yeah, that was insane. That was a good qualifying. Jack DNF did the same thing I did in the exact same time with the exact same mistakes. Yeah. Spidey in the pole position. Crew behind. Spidey's a reserve though, so Crew is provisional pole. Killer J in third. Kevo in fourth. Jack DNF is in fifth. PLR Owen is in 6th, Ben 7th, Sam Brooks, the other reserve, is in 8th, Haas doesn't count, he's in 9th, he didn't set a lap in Spec Drive, I don't know what happened to him, he's in 10th.
Spec Drive move up to 9th, and then, but actually, it's a blessing in disguise in a way for the person in 11th, because they're going to start 10th, and they're going to be on fresh tyres, so they've already made a position with the likes of Haas out of the race.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't mind, I'll be right back.
So, here we go. Race time. It's where the points are won.
Hopefully I sound better now.
Let's hope we don't have a repeat from Monday.
Oh, no, that was carnage.
Yeah. But that happened just behind you, did it?
Not just behind me in the middle of the field, though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to see it for the camera action, but you wouldn't like to see it for everything else. For all the other reasons. For action. But for the drivers involved, it would be horrific in the reports. But, yeah.
Dry start.
Formation lap.
Yep. So, looking at it, I think your man Beast has his AI car is still racing, so
It'll just fall to the back.
it will fall to the back, yeah. So, Spider-Man P1, Crew Steamers P2, Killer J P3, Kevo P4, Jack DNF P5, PLR Owen P6, BX Pro 7, Sam Brooks 8. We'll just say Hasta's P9, but that's an AI car that will fall quickly to the back. Spectroid P10, Esports Pain P11, Lemony Tank P12, Monster P13, Alberto P14, Craigie P15, Bono P16, Happy to be here is 17th, Arctic Penguin 18th, and Tilmo and Clement Pheasant to round out row 10 of the grid. So who do you have an eye on at the back there? But say anyone from 11th down. Is there anyone there that you see that could be in for a driver of the day?
Lemony, Craigie has good pace as is known.
Yeah.
Lemony is known to get a good recovery.
What would you be doing here tyre-wise? We'll just have a quick look at the tyres here.
Lemony is on the hards, Craigie's on the hards. Happy's looking to make up a few positions on the start, but the softs will fall off. Everybody else in the bottom 11 is on the medium tires. But there's 4 people in the top 10 on the softs.
Yeah. Lemony, Craigie, to me, are in the right boat here.
Yeah,
Softs can work as well.
So there's only
Softs could work as well. With an early safety car, you get rid of them and you can go onto one of the harder tires, or
Yeah. Someone to keep an eye on though is Kevo. He could make up a few positions on those soft tires and try to get a good enough gap.
Start, definitely.
In case the safety car comes out early. But yeah. As we move up to the grid.
All lining up here now.
Let's hope for no repeat of yesterday or Monday. That is.
No,
just have a good clean start, lads. No safety cars, no reports. Let's go. It'll be. Lights will come on soon. It will be 1, 2, 3 lights, 4, 5 lights, and they're off. This camera angle is bad.
Right, so making a run up. Spidey had a poor start. Crew's into P1. There's a Haas on the grass. They're 4 wide coming into turn 1 here.
Crew in P1.
Haas getting bullied out. There's some end plates flying everywhere.
The Renault McLarens.
I think Craigie's after losing a spot or 2 there. Lemony's with the P9. Oh, they're going 4 wide again into turn 4. I think they all got through it. What
a midfield battle. End plates. That would be Esports Pain. He lost an end plate, as it looked like. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, Monster kind of gave him a bit of an elbow there. And now they're side by side. You don't want to be going side by side into here.
AI must have messed Lemony up.
Yeah.
See how he does.
Spidey's dropped down to P5. So it's
bad start from him.
Crew and Kevo P1 and 2 here. Sector 2 yellow flag. Just
what's happened to Esports Pain?
They're gone. Lemony's down to P11. He was up to P9 there, but he has all his wing. There's quite a lot of people around him that don't have a wing or missing pieces of it. So
that was
quite an action-packed lap 1. There was an awful lot of elbows out. I'm sure some people won't be happy. I'm sure people think it was, just good racing, but I'm sure we'll find out there is a driver in the pits, or is that just this glitch? I think it's just
bad. They're the McLarens. The McLarens are going to double stack.
Oh no, I don't think they meant that.
No, they must have had bad communication.
Both of them have wing damage, but I'm sure this is not working out well.
Pain is going to suffer from this.
This is all over the place. This lap 2 is always at the start of lap 2 where all these. We do apologise to the people watching with this the position standings here on the left hand side. It kind of every time the game kind of shites itself and doesn't know what's going on, and it jumbles up the order, and it generally settles down on the 3rd lap here. So just on board with Crew. Crew is leading the race. He's has Kevo on the softer tyre directly behind him.
I wonder if it will rain.
For Kevo to really kind of have a good shot of winning this race, he does need to get by. He needs to get by pretty quick, and DRS should be enabled, and he is only 2/10. Oh, it's jumbling around again. He's a second behind. Crew just with the fast lap of the race there.
Now it's time to start falling off of the softs. Jack DNF's looking to get him.
Well. Yeah. I doubt the soft tires have already passed their best. Like, you would expect maybe lap 5 or 6 before they start dropping and you start seeing the medium tire starting to become the optimal tire. I'm just looking at there's quite a lot of short gaps here. You can see this gap here between Spidey and all that. There's a lot of drivers within close proximity of each other. We have PLR Craigie right up the back of Bono for P13, P14. A couple of tenths between them there.
Ooh, wide for Bono. And
J,
on the grass.
And he got the move done. Good man, Craigie. And Alberto just got the move. Well, that's on Hash, the AI. Oh, Killer J's already got a 3-second penalty.
Ooh.
Oh, and has he lost a bit of time? He's after losing a couple of positions there. He might have ran wide on turn 9 and had to correct it and lost a couple of positions. So kind of a double whammy there. Alberto's got Bono. That's the teammates making a swap there. Checking if there is wing damage on Bono, so that's probably why he let his teammate go monster with a 3-second pen. This track is a lot more, is a lot stricter on the old track limits.
Trying to get past the other reserves, Sam Brooks.
Ben's in the pits.
Yeah.
Lemony Tank's doing decent in P9 here on the hard tyres. You know, he does have a bit of a queue forming behind him on guys on the medium tyre who are, I'm sure, will be looking pain from the session.
Oh, that's in the long chicane.
Turn 9, no, it's turn 9. I think that's his teammate. That's Spec Drive going around there. So virtual safety car. I think. Ben just got out in front of Spec Drive there. Ben's on the hard tyres. Spec Drive is on the medium. Where is
I'm sure Kevo would be hoping this would be happening closer to the pit lane.
Yeah. Now I wonder if the VSC will stay out for Kevo to be able to come in. Lap 4 on the set of softs. Are you going to come in? You still have 29 laps to go. It's a difficult one at this stage because the hard tyre is realistically not going to go 29 laps. So you're going to have to 2-stop either way. So if Kevo was planning on doing a 1-stop soft to hard, you probably would stay out. But if Kevo was always intending to do a 2-stop, you'd come in.
Yeah, he's going in. Get it right now. On go.
Yes, he's on the way in. Happy to be here, speeding under the VSC. So that kind of frees up Jack as well now, because we don't know how was Jack being held up by Kevo on the soft tires. Now we'll see the crew.
Ooh, double stacked on Renault.
Been very unlucky. The teammates have been very unlucky with the double stacking. A bit of action going on here behind Lemony. So Lemony's on the hard tyres, playing the long game, and he has 2 guys on the medium tyres that are flying and are basically stuck behind the Mercedes here. So you have Arctic and Clement right behind. Bit of a gap now between Lemony and Owen up in front, 6 seconds. Well, you know, if Lemony can keep these behind for another 5 laps or so, you'll start seeing Lemony pull away ever so slightly, you know, when the tyres' advantages change. Because they will flip. There will be a moment where they flip. There's a lot of traffic behind these guys. So from Bono back, Tilmo, Kevo on his hard tyres. We'll stick on board with Kevo. Kevo should be flying now. The only problem is with stopping so early is you're putting yourself into traffic. So that's another kind of bit that we have to take into consideration. Tilmo's after running wide. I think Kevo's right to just back out of that one. That was always going to end in tears if he stuck his nose in there. But he has DRS, but the only problem is now Tilmo has DRS. So Kevo really doesn't have a shot to get by Tilmo unless he is right up his gearbox coming out of the last corner. And I think Bono then is holding both of them up because Bono has wing damage. Now under this, oh, he's going to go around the outside. don't think. The problem is, yeah, Bono has that
Oh,
wing damage. Oh, did he get him around the outside? He has. Great move, Kevo. Jack is closing the gap to Crew. Crew's 1.1 now. So he was 1.7 when Kevo pit. So you can see Jack is gaining on the race leader. So it's gone under the second now, and they are in the last sector. So he should get a bit. It will be close. Just sticking about with Kevo here, because Kevo should get the run on Bono into turn 10, and he does. Oh, and Tilmo broke very late, nearly hit into the back of Bono behind.
yeah.
So that's that.
But I will say something that if you see Lemony in 5th, I mean, those hard tires will get the advantage over the medium tires here soon. So, I mean,
They will. Probably
he'll start
next
gaining
4 or
time.
5 laps, let's say. Yeah.
Then he'll be on a better tire after on his second stint.
Yeah.
And it'll just be in a good spot. I think he can get a podium out of this. I mean, with a reserve ahead, he's net P4 right now.
Definitely. Like, Lemony in this situation here is doing a hard, soft strategy, where the guys on mediums here are probably going to be doing a medium hard. So if he can keep these guys behind, he realistically later on in this race will be on a 2-tire advantage, and he should be flying. So the gap that we really need to see when this advantage kind of changes. Lemony 3-second pen ran wide there, turn 5.
Oh no.
Just needs to keep his head cool and just stick within the track limits. Arctic ran a bit wide there, so I'm sure he got a warning for that one. But Lemony, the gap between Lemony and Owen is the marker. Oh, here's Clement. He's gone on the outside of Arctic Penguin. He's going to make a stick now. He's done the right thing there.
Oh!
Arctic just lost it. Oh, when he came back, Monster got squeezed there, just behind. I'm just looking back here from on board Clement here. Coming into the chicane here now. That was, well, Arctic Penguin, yeah, seen that there. He ran a bit wide. So I think Monster has a really good chance here of getting P7. Again, the DRS just, when you're in a DRS train, it is extremely difficult to make moves.
Yeah.
They just kind of counteract each other, the DRS, and then, oh, he got a good run though. Got a good run. Switch it. I'd be going wide for the entry of turn 3 and bringing the car in
too wide,
too wide. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, 8.5 now the gap to Lemony to Owen, so he's still losing time. Clement now has a free shot now because Arctic Penguin is now out of the way, so I'm sure Clement will be trying to get by and try to close that gap then to Owen in P4. And Jack DNF is right up with Crew now. 4/10. And there's a Ferrari in the pits.
That would be happy.
Yeah. And stay on with Jack here. Looking, Crew has a fair bit of overtake. He has much more overtake than Jack does in terms of
VSC. VSC. What happened there?
Looking at it, there's
Arctic
a fair
Penguin.
few cars around turn 9.
Arctic Penguin. He has no wing. I wonder what happened there.
I think he got away. I think he got away around turn 9 because the flag came up. There was quite a lot of cars around the turn 9 corner, the flat out right, and I think it must have been in and around that area. But he's going to come into the pits.
Lemony in the pits.
Go to the hards to the end. Oh, he's after running out. Oh, wide. Broke his wheel into the wall on the pit entry. Do you know what? That's very easy done. It happened to me before, I'll tell you.
Lemony pit for the mediums.
On from the hards.
Why would he do that? That's a big bet.
I don't know.
He's hoping for a safety car.
I don't know. It's a VSC. I don't know. It was a slant drive through. Yeah, like hard softs was going to be the way for him, but I don't know why he done it. Because even pitting for the mediums now, it's not going to get you to the end of the race. He's going to have to stop again. He was in prime position to do a one-stop strategy to the end, hard soft, and now he's on the mediums and he's going to have to stop again. You're not going to 24 laps, 24, 25 laps here on mediums is not going to work.
Yeah, it's going to pop.
And then he's have to get another 3-second pen as well to add to the misery.
The race goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, that gives Clement now free air, albeit now 9 seconds behind Owen. Owen's kind of in a race of his own at the moment. He's 6 seconds behind Spidey, and then he's 9 seconds ahead of Clement. So
I know how that feels.
Yeah. So sometimes these races just they're fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're in this area. You know, you're in good points. You're gonna get. At the moment, he's in FP3 because of Spidey being a reserve. So you know, you're gonna keep.
They're gonna be a Red Bull 2-3.
Yeah.
You have to make the pit stops.
Doing well, yeah.
Pit stops are gonna need to be changed. Like someone's gonna need to pit early. Oh, Jack DNF.
Yeah.
Jack DNF ran wide.
Yeah, he did. And then Jack, he ran. I think he must have dirt on his tires, or he's after overheating them because he nearly lost it in turn 9 as well. So that's giving Crew a nice bit of a break there. But now Spidey is on the charge. Alberto with multiple warnings there. The track is quite spread out there. The drivers, I'm just looking at the map there. There's quite a lot of space.
Spectrive and Lemony.
Spectrive and Lemony, yeah. Lemony must have just got by because you would expect Lemony.
Oh! I thought I was going to be lost. Ooh,
yeah,
that
from
was close.
Spectrive, it was very close, wasn't it? Payne has left the session.
Yeah, he got done watching.
Yeah.
Tough race for him. Unlucky. I guess we might as well watch the closest battle on the field right now. Kevo and Craigie, they're gonna go at it. There's gonna be a bit of a DRS train right here between Alberto, Craigie, and Kevo.
Spectrive is all over the back of Lemony, and he's gonna make the overtake here.
Yeah.
I don't know, did Lemony damage a wing or something? No.
No.
Just surprised that with the tyre advantage that Lemony should have, he's going backwards.
So.
Sam Brooks past Killer J.
Uh-oh. Bono Candy. Bono Candy spun. Turn.
Yeah, he did.
Turn 8.
And here comes.
He broke his wing. He's gonna need to pit again. He's gonna be in a bigger date. He's gonna be in a bigger hole now.
He's already a lap down, so yeah. Oh, there was a squirrely moment there from Kevo behind Craigie. That's a close battle there, behind Alberto.
Yeah, the dirty air.
Kevo, we have to remember, Kevo has pit for hards. Now his hards are 5 laps old, so he's right up the back of Craigie.
Ooh, look at Alberto. Might get the DRS from his teammate.
Yeah.
Or his teammate might get the DRS off of him. Bonacandy didn't pit though. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's strange.
He had wing damage. Either. Maybe he's just throwing away the race.
Wing damage, lap down, like yeah.
But yeah, I mean, interesting tire strategy is Craigie. He's all over the back of Alberto now because the tires have come to life over the mediums, and I mean, he's gonna be the only one executing that one stopper. And Kevo goes wide.
He does. Looking at the gap here for Crew, all right. It's about a 23-second stop. Generally pit. Oh, Happy's retired.
He's retired
on track. Oh, he lost the turn 9, but he went the opposite way. I think he's done something similar to Lemony, because he's on the left-hand side in qualifying.
Oh no!
But I'm just looking at the gaps here. I think if Crew pit, he has a 28-second lead over Alberto, so he definitely come out ahead of Alberto. The Clement Monster area is where he'd come out if he was to pit now for hards. So he's 12 laps in.
He's pitting.
21 to go. It's going to be soon. And VSC now, yeah, they're all coming in.
Good call. It's the best call. Jack DNF stays out.
Yeah.
It's an interesting call.
It is. Yeah, because his teammate now has come in, so.
Oh, yeah. But usually the first driver would come in.
Yeah, you would expect that, yeah.
But Crew is going to stay in P2.
Clement's coming in, like. Monster staying out, but I think Crew will get out ahead. Crew's already coming out. Spidey's coming out. Monster is coming down, will he? He doesn't get Spidey, no.
Jack DNF just screwed himself.
Yeah. There's Ben with a 3-second pen. So you can look at that now. Crew was about 2 or 3 seconds ahead of Jack, was he? He was a second ahead of Spidey, and he was about 3 seconds ahead of Jack. He's only 11 seconds behind after making a stop. So he's basically gained a net 10 seconds or so by pitting under VSC where Jack didn't. So you're looking at that's a pretty decent jump. And you look at Crew actually is the biggest winner through this VSC because Spidey was a second behind him for whatever reason, whether it was deltas or whatever. He's now has a 4-second lead, a net lead at the moment over Spidey. They're both pretty high in overtake. You know, Crew likes to underfuel his car, so I wouldn't be too worried about the old fuel logo on him there. You know, he knows what he's doing. So
yeah, I wouldn't know how to do that. It's hard to do.
Yeah, just running lean at certain areas. Jack has pit the lap after, so Jack is coming out. We'll see now where he is in relation to the likes of Spidey and Crew, who he was quite close to. So you can see here now he's 9 seconds. He's just come out in front of Kevo and Craigie there.
Oh, Kevo passes Craigie into Elf.
And Kevo's ahead of, into turn 1 there. But yeah, Jack's basically 10 seconds behind Spidey, who was 4 seconds behind, so he's 14 seconds off the lead now. Just for pitting that lap later.
Come on, Kevo.
Still an awful lot of racing to go. So we'll see now. Jackson clean air. He's able to push. Oh, and he nearly lost it there.
Woohoo! Let's go, Kevo.
Jack has a big lead. He has 28 points. I know we were saying earlier that it's not over, but if he's still getting podiums, you have to remember he's in an FP2 here with Spidey, not scoring. So
yeah,
he still has.
Next championship rival is Craigie, who still needs to pit again.
Yeah.
Or his next championship rival is Jess Coconuts, but he's not racing because of plans. And, like, personal reasons.
And then Owen, I think it's Owen and Craigie and Kevo then are all in around each other.
Yeah.
Owen is in P6 there, but Owen is pit. So if you think about Owen's in a good shout there as well. He should be catching the guys in front. He's 13 lap fresher tyres than Craigie in front. 9 laps fresher than Kevo. 14 seconds off Craigie. These two guys are battling. So these will probably be taking time off each other.
Oh, Kevo almost. I mean, Craigie almost.
Going back to the intervals here.
A little wide.
Actually, apologies. I was looking at the wrong time differences. I was looking at the gap to the leader. But yeah, intervals. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, Jack, he is 6 seconds off Spidey and 9 seconds off Crew, which was about the same what we were saying before, and it was 10 seconds. Looked like he lost about 10 seconds in the pits, and that's more reflective of what should be here. Kevin ends just 2 seconds off Jack. Then Craigie's right up Kevo's gearbox there as well. So Owen's only 2 seconds off. He's in a good position here. The guys in front have to pit, and then you have Spidey who is reserving. So Owen is still quite safe there in a podium position. Unless these tyres can go to the end. Like, you're looking at, if Craigie is he'd be putting 31 laps on these hard tyres now. I'm not sure. I don't think they can go that long, but it's been a long time since I raced around here in a 50% race, so the tyre strategies I'm not 100% sure. He'll probably have a better shot from racing Monday.
Craigie and Kevo, both of them.
Both of them got it there. I was on board with Craigie when that happened. Oh, there was some moves going on there. I think Lemonie's getting swamped by drivers into turn 1.
Oh.
Ben,
he's gonna go on the inside.
He's gonna go around the outside and get into the inside of 3, and he makes it stick almost.
They're gonna have to go for it.
Almost. It was great racing.
Oh.
And this Bono's lap car here as well.
Did he ever pit?
Who?
Bono? No, it doesn't look like he's still out on that broken wing.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? Look how much time it cost him.
Gonna have a quick look at the penalties here. So, Kevo 3 seconds, Craigie 3 seconds, Ben Lemony Monster 6 seconds, Alberto 3, Specdrive 6, and Killer J 6. Biggest movers: Clement up 13 positions, and you have Craigie up 10 positions.
Yeah, come on, Clement.
Killer J is the biggest loser with 12 positions lost.
Yeah, he's had a bad race.
Spidey is just chewing away at that gap. That was 4 seconds after the pits. He's already down to 2.3. So Monster with another one. That's 9 seconds for him now. They've all made a stop bar Craigie in P5. He's still on the tyres he started a race with, apparently.
Oh yeah, he has to pit again.
Yeah.
There's no close battles besides Spectrav and Sam Brooks.
Yeah, there is, yeah. Backdrive's on a fresh set of tyres as well here.
Yeah, hoping for some points. At the moment, he can get some with Sam Brooks, sorry, being a reserve in front. Spidey being another reserve, and Craigie still needs to pit, so possibly, just possibly. It's there. There's still a chance of a safety car, and oh, he goes wide. But yeah, I mean, anything can happen in racing, so yeah, I mean, we'll just have to watch how it plays out in the final 15 laps. I think Spectrap gets a decent exit, which he does.
Yeah. He got a good run on Sam there.
Oh yeah, he's got him already.
Yeah. That's that. So Spidey now is under 2 seconds from the race lead here.
I'll have a look at that.
He is gaining ever so much, but Crew also has to be smart here in the sense that Spidey's not going to take his race. Obviously, I know Crew wants to finish first on track, no doubt about it. But he also has to think about 25 points for this race. And Spidey also has to think as well that, you know, Spidey races on Fridays as well, so you don't want to get too much involved. You want to race hard and you want to race fairly and put on a show, but you also don't want to be. There's Jack with a 3 second, that's big as well. So
yeah,
he's in net 10 seconds off Crew now. That should be the gap. If I'm in Crew's position, that's who I'm focusing on, is Jack. He's the guy. He's the championship leader. He's the guy that you need to be. So Spidey, I wouldn't be thinking about as much. Again, I know you want to win on track, but yeah, you want the 25. The 25 points is more important than anything.
Yeah, but if you look at the penalties, you see that Ben, if he didn't have 6 seconds before, he has it now. Lemony has 9, and Monster has 9.
Yeah. Monster just passed Lemony there as well. Into turn 1, but he's round wide. He's going to come back onto the track.
Yeah, let's look at the leaders. Spidey's cut it down to under a second. Oh, what's happened?
Yeah.
Looks like another Alberto spun.
Yeah, he spun, and his car resembles Bono's with that broken wing, but I think it's in the opposite side.
It is.
Right. It's the opposite side, is it?
It's the exact same thing, just opposite.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It looked identical, but just a mirror.
Has DRS, and they both have a good amount of ERS.
Yeah.
You didn't go look for a move, possibly. Nah, he backs out of it.
Yeah. They just need to be smart.
Yeah,
you know?
Still a lot of race left.
There's 13 laps and.
Ooh. Crew needs to really think about. Technically, he has a 9-second gap to Jack DNF.
Yeah. Well, he has a 12 because Jack has that 3 seconds as well.
Right. And
so,
then that,
you know, that's.
Ooh.
Owen just got Craigie.
Craigie
spun, turn 2.
Craigie spun.
Yeah.
Lemon's gonna really benefit from that.
So that puts this realistically is Jack P2, Kevo P3, Owen P4, but Kevo might need to pit again. Where 27 laps. I suppose they all pit on mediums. They all pit around lap 11, wasn't it? Well, that was due to the VSC, but if you're looking at between 11 and 15 for mediums, you're probably looking at 20 to 25 for hards.
Let's watch the leaders now.
It's been a long time since I raced here, so strategies and tyre life and how long they last is kind of a bit fuzzy for me at the moment. But I don't think Kevo could go to the end.
Yeah,
with
probably not. I doubt it.
27 lap old tyres, 28 lap old tyres.
The only
I think it'd
track
be a
I know you
push.
can really go 30 laps on the hard tires is really Austria.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to be a stretch on this hard.
Zandvoort you can go pretty long on the hards as well,
Yeah,
25 laps or so. But I think that's really it.
yeah, you're gonna
Kevo,
be risking a
oh
puncture.
Craigie, that's Craigie in. Craigie's in.
Yeah, those tires are burnt.
So Craigie's been 19 laps. There you go. Craigie's on fresh 19 lap old tyres and he's after coming in. Well, it says 19, but it's actually 20. Well, they've started lap 21, so it's 20 lap old. So he'll be going mediums to the end now.
Alright, so Spidey.
Lemony Tang, another pen. He has 12 seconds now, doesn't he?
That's gonna ruin.
Spidey is very close. Spidey's very, very close.
He's gonna be looking for a move soon.
Yeah.
He just wants to put on the best finish. He doesn't want to ruin anybody's race.
No.
No one
They're
does.
definitely fighting because Crew's using his overtake. He's not letting Spidey go just like that, you know. He's gonna keep him behind. I know Crew wants to win this on track. He doesn't care if it's reserve or not, you know.
Yeah, let's see two OGs going at it. Spidey's
Yeah.
gonna get him easily.
Yeah, I think that's it down there, yeah.
Yeah. If I was Crew, I mean, I'd want to win on track, but I would also not
Yeah.
really care about it because,
Yeah.
well, I mean, Spidey's a reserve, but in its own respect, he is now winning the race.
Yeah. We'll also say as well about Spidey. Spidey, we all know, is racing in Tier 3, but Tier 3 is not based on pace. We just wanted to get a tier going because we had a lot of drivers that wanted to race, so it was best to just get everyone that was left over in, and it's, you know, I suppose I have a CO for now, probably not for much longer, but Spidey's obviously shown here that he's, you know, Tier 1 more than Tier 2, you know what I mean? Like he got stuck it on pole, had a poor start, dropped to 5th, and now he's back in the lead, and he made pretty much all those overtakes on track as well. So Spidey's shown what he can do, and he should be in Tier 1. But
He was in Tier 1 last season, but...
Yeah. But this season, rather than in Tier 2 or 3, he should be in 1. But Jack just got Kevo. Oh, sorry, Kevo just got Jack. Jack's after spinning. He has gravel all over his tyres. You can see his front left still has a lot of dirt on it.
Come on, Kevo.
So that helps the championship for other drivers now. That you know, well, we still don't know about Kevo. We still don't know if Kevo's going to be able to get to the end. I doubt it. But
Come on, Kevo. You can do it.
It still kind of puts Jack still in net P2 if Kevo's pitting, but
I'd try it.
Well, Kevo, I suppose, you have to think of it two ways. Is Kevo in a position where he is championship table wise? Can he take that risk? Can he? You know, he's in a very close battle for P2 at the moment, because obviously Jack is quite far away from everyone else. But you know, I always say take what's given to you when you can. When you need to start taking risks, that's when you take risks. We're race 7 at 23, still over 2/3 of the championship left. You're in a decent position here. He's going to come out around, if he pits now, just looking at the deltas here, puts him in around Monster Spec Drive at the worst. And if he comes in for a set of softs, he'd be flying. And he'd still probably come out with a top 5.
I didn't get the fastest lap possibly, but I'd stay out for P2. Jack DNF has almost 100% ERS, and he's going to look at Kevo. He has DRS because of the lapped car Tilmo.
Yeah, he does. Gary.
This is just annoying.
Yeah. Fair play. Craigie P11 after his spin. He's behind Ben.
Monster gets a penalty.
It's
going to help Spec Drive. Let's look at the penalties now. Yeah.
Lemony and all around 12 seconds in around that, don't they? Monster as well. Spec Drive just past Monster into turn 1, just before turn 1.
Oof. A little bit late on brakes there by Monster. Jack DNF
Spec Drive
going
had
to
a
be looking for a move.
good drive. I think this is definitely something that Spectroid would be happy with and get him back into the really good points finish, you know?
Yeah, he won the first ever Tier 2 race.
Oh, do you know what? I just remembered. Do you know why Spectroid had a Q3 ban? That's why he was retired earlier on. So that just came back to me there. Sure, I was the one that gave the penalty out. I should have remembered, but yeah, he's having a really good performance so far. It's a net P6 if you take Spidey out of the equation.
Jack DNF on Kevo. Come on, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Come on.
It's not using overtake.
Come on. Come on, Kevo. Come on. Yes. You got it.
I don't know why Jack took the DNF. Oh, Jack took the DNF. Jack took the airs. Airs off before making the overtake, and Spectroid just giving him all the praise there. Now he comes out and get the pen.
Yeah, the reason I'm being so. I mean, I'm a Renault driver myself in Tier 1, so I want Renault to succeed for the combined constructors, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if I'm being a little bit too passionate. I don't want to have any. I tried to.
Ooh, Jack nearly lost it again.
That was close. He kept it together though. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, like I'm a Renault driver. I want Renault to succeed. So yeah, I want Kevo to be as far up as he can.
Of course, yeah. Actually, definitely. Like, I have a bit of a soft spot for the Alfa Romeos because I was racing with them last year, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see them
Renault last year too. With Renault.
I'm in Mercedes this year, so it feels strange wanting Mercedes to do well. So. Oh, Kevo's in. Sets off to the end. Be flying.
Come on, buddy.
So I think that's the right thing to do. He should be out around Monster-ish.
Yeah, let's watch that
area. So we'll have a look at that. Craigie's right behind Lemony with another pen. I think Lemony's might be approaching his record. I think Lemony got like 30 seconds worth of penalties at one race before. So.
Oh my goodness, it's 15 now. Kevo, come on. Come on, he gets P6 and he can improve that. Well, it's going to be hard, but...
he can, yeah.
He can, but...
He's 6 seconds up the road. Clement's 6 seconds up the road. He's on soft tyres compared to 12-lap old hards. You're looking... Over the first 2-3 laps, he's probably going to be about 2 seconds a lap faster. So he should be in around Clement by lap 29-ish.
Look at P9, 10, and 11. They're going at it. DRS train a bit.
Oh,
Ben is going side by side with Sam Brooks.
Ben. Yeah.
And he gets the move done as it looks like they're going to still go
side
by side. And he gets it done.
It. Oh, it's Craigie going to jump in and take advantage. Oh, he got very close.
Come on, Sam Brooks. Gotta get that one. Do reserves score points for the constructors? I'm sorry if I forgot.
No.
Alright, just do good for the image.
Sam is a permanent driver, so if Sam was just a reserve with no permanency, he would score constructors.
Ah, right.
Sam's a tier 3, so tier 3 driver, so he won't score anything.
Right.
But I've just put Craigie in a net P9 because Craigie has 2. Kevo with another pen.
Oh no.
Do you know what? That is the drawback of being on these flying tyres at the end, and you're pushing so much. So you get the track limit penalties when you're pushing, you know. So it is the drawback. Like he's gained a second and a half already over the first lap, but he's technically actually lost a second and a half because if you take, I suppose it's kind of balanced out. He's kind of still 4.5 seconds, but he lost a second. He lost 3 seconds.
Craigie.
For what happened? Sorry.
Craigie. Oh, Sam Brooks.
Oh,
Sam into the wall. And he just immediately resets.
There's no one around. Yeah, there's no one around. He's alright. But yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, he's broke his wing massive time, big time. Oh,
yeah, Spidey just pumped in the fastest lap there on 14 lap all hard just to kind of
show off.
I wonder now, is Spidey driving this car or is Beast Haas driving this car, because there's not a lot of pace in that car up front. What do you think?
Oh no, I just think it's Spidey at his best.
Yeah. Spidey's very good.
Oh yeah, he's I mean, Spidey senses are tingling and they're wanting that win.
Yeah.
They're sensing a win.
Kevo just pumped in an 18-0.
As expected.
So, yeah. Yeah, so he's taking a second and a half a lap out of Clement in front. The only unfortunate thing is now
Oh,
is the penalties. Yeah,
Sam
6
Brooks
seconds worth
is,
of pens.
yeah. Sam Brooks with that broken wing. Don't like to
Oh,
see
he's in
that
the
Renault.
gravel.
Yeah, he can't
What's no
control the
safety
car.
car? Just
I
thinking of that.
guess not.
A couple of VSCs. Sometimes the game just is like, I'm not giving a safety car out, no matter what. What race was earlier on in the season where we had like 4 or 5 VSCs?
I think it was
And
Vietnam.
yeah, and just was not, no matter what happened, there was no safety car going to
Well, there's some safety cars in Vietnam. I'm not really sure if I think about it.
There
Not
was a
China.
race anyways that we had that was just VSCs. There was just, could have been last season, but
Might have
it's a
been.
long time ago.
As I joined around Japan, Tier 1. Yeah, I
Hmm.
remember. If I thought I would have been where I was today, then I would have been thinking I was joking.
Yeah. Kevo, 2 seconds now behind Clement. But now,
Yeah.
the thing is with Kevo's really 8 seconds behind Clement. Because he needs to get by, he needs 2 seconds to catch up, get by, and then pull a 6-second gap. Now, I think Kevo's at least on for a P6, which would turn into a P5, at the very least.
Yes.
Um,
So, I mean, you gotta go look at it. If let's just say that both Red Bulls get a podium, they're gonna be
Yeah.
congratulating themselves rightfully so because they're teammates and all. Yeah, it'll be a great result for Red Bull.
Yeah, it would be. And Kevo's there keeping the Renaults doing a good
Ooh.
job. I think Renaults are doing very well in the combined constructors. So
Yeah, let's keep it going.
yeah,
Keep that train chugging.
Clement's done a really good drive. Clement will get driver of the day. He's up 15 positions.
Yeah, from last place.
From last place. Yeah, so
So final 3 laps.
Yeah. Kevo's almost within DRS. He's 1.6 now, but he has no overtake. Clement has
Barely.
an awful lot more overtake. Kevo's been using that overtake to close the gap, but hasn't really given himself much to then get by. Still has 3 full laps to go, but realistically, he's not gonna have enough laps to get by and pull 6 seconds out. So Spec Drive is behind. Spec Drive is 7 seconds behind plus a 9-second pen. So I think it's in Kevo's situation here. It's just take what's there. P5 with Spider-Man not scoring. So solid drive there from Kevo. I'm sure he'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Oh, this has been a long, good race.
Yeah. Bono,
Craigie.
extra pen there.
Craigie passing
Craigie.
Ben, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways because he would have got him under penalties. But that's good
Yeah.
to get that cushion in case you get another one.
That's it. Don't know what happened with Lemony. Lemony's in P11. We were looking at Lemony earlier on when he was on those hard tires, saying Lemony has a really good shot here, and then he made that pit under VSC and
Ooh.
just kind of
Through the waste array.
went nowhere. I think he's even made another stop. I think he went hard, medium, and then there's another 3 seconds on top. Lemony's that now. 18. He's nearly at his record. I think it was I can't remember what track it was, but he had like 30 seconds before.
He's not he moved on. Yeah, I'm around the
Kevo
same amount of overtake.
has DRS now.
Oh, Ben's wide.
I wouldn't be using your overtake. You have the DRS there to use. You're just turn that off. Save that up. Alberto just pumped in the fastest lap of the race.
So
Can
the fastest lap in Tier 1 was a 17.4 by MX blocks on the medium tires. I almost got it.
What time was that?
That was a
What time was that there?
17.4 on the
Right.
mediums.
I think Alberto's on soft there. Monster, another pen.
Some people are just racking up the penalties, like shoveling them in the penalty pile,
Yeah.
adding to the fire. Well, let's see if Kipple gets it done here. I wouldn't use overtake.
Yeah. Not here, no. Clement is quite low, but obviously he does have more. Killer J, 17.5.
Yeah, those tires have so much grip, but they must be falling off here soon. Oh, Spidey Pit. Spidey Pit. It wouldn't have mattered anyways because he was reserved, but Spidey Pit.
Yeah, and you know what? Fair play to him. Fair
Yeah,
play to him because I think we all know why he's done that. So, yeah,
fastest
fair play to him.
lap.
Well, I didn't think of that now, but he could be going fast lap. But was you go for a race win or fastest lap? Oh, Kevo's just got Clement into turn 1. But Clement's a wily old fox there. He knows, here, take it. I'm still going to finish ahead of you. And that's why he somehow managed to lose 6 seconds in 2 laps.
He would have loved to keep it, but that's impossible with the old hards compared to the new softs.
I find the Renault gearbox very clunky. Do you hear it when he's downshifting?
Yeah, it's like krr, krr, krr.
Yeah. You go,
Oh, Kevo gets another penalty. It's over. It's over. Yeah, I saw that. It's over. P5 net P5 that is. So let's watch Spidey on the fastest lap.
Yeah, I was actually have jumped on board. Tilmo's got Sam Brooks there. For P14. Clement. Oh, Clement. Oh, he's lucky that Kevo got one too, because that would have been getting a bit. It would have gotten a bit tense there. Like a squeaky bum time there if Kevo hadn't got that ninth, the last 3 second penalty. So still 6 seconds to keep the gap. So yeah, on board with Spidey here. We are going to jump on board with Crew.
Yeah, the race winner when he wins.
We jump on board with Crew now. There's no one really close. The Sam and Tilmo are fighting, but it's down in P14.
Looks like Jack will lose the P2 to Spidey, but he's a reserve, so it won't matter.
Yeah, so it won't really affect anything. But
Crew has driven a masterclass race so far, and he was deserved this every bit of it. It's been a long time coming, but yeah, he's just been unlucky.
It's his second race win in PLR. He won Spa-Francorchamps in season 1.
I mean, something could still happen, so let's not jinx it. But going into the final turn now, it looks like he has won the race. And yes, well done, Crew. Good win for him.
Great drive, absolutely great drive.
Yeah, so if you wouldn't mind inviting the Crew and Jack. Oh, and Jack bins it after the line, and that's Spidey gets P2,
Spidey
but that'll be
the fastest lap there. Yeah, 17 dead.
A long while.
So we'll get the guys into the party.
So get Owen, Jack, and Crew. Good race by the Red Bull team. They both had a really good finish.
Owen,
double podium.
Jack.
A 2-3. Fair play to Spidey. Still, when he pitted for another pit stop just to take the fastest lap. He did only lose. He did lose like 20 plus seconds. So yeah, only losing up by 10. He would have won that race by a long shot. Spidey, gotta think, is someone else driving for him?
I don't think I have Jack DNF.
Yeah, I'll get him in. I'll get him in. Yep.
We're just getting the rostrum, the drivers on the rostrum into the party. We get Spidey in as well, because Spidey deserves, a mention there.
Yeah.
He did do a really, really good job, pole position, and he was the fastest guy on track there. But yeah, his Crew taking a selfie there.
Yeah, he's well deserved. He's just raced a perfect race, and it's been a long time coming for him. Unlucky races recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's deserved every bit of this.
He was confident in Zandvoort, and unfortunately that didn't work out for him. But that's how he bounced back, Crew, race winner.
And Jack.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, right, one thing I've got to say there, right, is Spider-Man is an absolute gentleman and a scholar, because I know he had that race in the bag.
He did, and we mentioned it.
He was reserving, and he says, and I was getting P2 anyway, and I was getting the points, and he said, no, it makes no odds to me, so thank you to Spidey. He didn't have to do it, but he did. It was very kind of him.
He didn't, no.
Yeah.
And we were even mentioning it in quality and commentary there, saying you know what? We can see what he's after doing, and fair play to him because
Yeah.
you were going to get the 25 points either way. So yeah, you know, and he gets a fast lap. So
yeah,
you know,
he gets that. I mean, Jack was sticking so much pressure on me.
he was.
I was making silly mistakes. You were doing a great job, and then I don't know what happened to him. I didn't see what happened. I just noticed he wasn't there anymore.
What happened from what we could see was the VSC came out and used all pit, and Jack didn't, and Jack pit the following lap, and then automatically he lost 10 seconds, and then he had an incident. I didn't see you go off, but I noticed that you had gravel on your tyres and you'd lost a fair bit of time. And Kev got
the mediums and the start of those hards, I didn't feel good, but then the hards kind of like turned on about 5-7 laps through.
Yeah.
The hard stint, I put the wing up to 5, so I had compromised with straight line speed somewhat rotten. So that's how Spidey managed to reel me in and then pull away. Yeah,
because you had a 4-second gap after the pits there, and Spidey was...
Yeah, I was sitting pretty tight. I was saving some fuel throughout the race, and then when Jack closed in early on, I had to abandon that for a few laps, and then again when the hards went on, did it again, and I was very, very happy.
Brilliant, brilliant. Delighted.
Well done everyone else as well, by the way.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, masterclass by you, crew.
P3. Well, P3 when we take Spidey out, but
Red Bull won 2-3, lads.
Yeah, a great result for Red Bull.
Yeah, 2-3.
It was great result. Just from previous season, just trying to get consistency for me. Where I would have got penalties or spun out, I just trying to stop that. So
I just couldn't believe yourself.
Yeah. After the start, I got a decent start and didn't really make any places, but luckily stayed out of the trouble that any trouble that happened. So it's a shame for Killer J and Kevo because they were really up there and they would have been up there in front of me if they hadn't had the problems. The broken wing and the spinning out. So
the start was really entertaining, and people, even though there wasn't a lot of wings flying, but there was. It was actually really it was a really controlled and disciplined, even though there was contact. But you have to take into consideration when you're going 4 wide down into turn 1, and all that you get out of it is a bit of end plate damage, and no one's been actually facing the wrong way. Like I think everyone got through, albeit with some damage.
Scared me, if I'm going to be honest, because I think it was Spider-Man was going like relatively slow.
Yeah, he had
a
4-star.
We hit turn 1, and there were I think 3 or 4 of us. I saw red arrows on both sides, and they started to close, and I could have sworn I was going to get spammed.
Yeah. All was from my point of view. I was very happy with P2 for the start there. Because all I was bothered about was Kevo behind me, because I know he's a ridiculously good starter. And he was on the softs. So I'm thinking all I've got to do is keep Kevo behind me and be at least alongside Spidey into turn 1, and I've got a shout of being in the lead at the end of it.
Yeah,
and like Jack just said, then Spidey didn't have the best of starts, so and also
straight away,
and also that held up Jack, so that was double bubble for me, and then I managed to keep Kevo behind me.
Right.
So that was
Kevo had a fantastic race for a 2-stopper. He was so quick.
Did he ever? And I felt so. I thought he was going to screw him a little bit there because he came into the pits as that very long VSC ended.
He did. Yeah.
He just literally, as I saw him peel off, it said, right, VSC ending. I thought, oh no, he's got to get stitched here.
Yeah.
But he did
we
well.
We were looking at him, and one of the Lemony started on hards, and he stopped under VSC, which was strange on the mediums, and I couldn't because he had a really good start on hards. He was in the top 5 on hard tires, and I was going right hards to like lap 20 or so, and come out with mediums, or even you can push them a little bit longer going to softs. Yeah, stop on like lap 11, and then you bring yourself into a 2-stop strategy, which I thought was strange. But I don't know if you've seen or heard anything in the party, unless something happened, maybe you had wing damage, or it was a bit weird now.
To be honest with you, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I was just I haven't concentrated that hard in a long time.
Yeah.
And I was nervous all the way through. I got 2 warnings in the first 4 or 5 laps. I was nursing a penalty for 28 laps, which was why I was slowing right down. You could probably see in the last chicane.
Yeah, we were on board for that. Yeah.
And I thought I just tiptoe around there. I don't care if I lose time. Spidey's a reserve.
And you're at 10 seconds back.
Exactly. I was just looking at Jack and whoever else was in and around him. So that's what I was looking at.
I was saying in comms there, I don't know if you were listening or not, but I was saying that I know you obviously you're competitive, and I know as well, you know that Spidey's not going to be scoring points, so but you'd also want to win on track. So what
absolutely,
Spidey was behind you, like, do you think I'll just let him buy because I'm going to get 25 points, or was it no, I want to beat this guy on track?
I was fighting my hardest. I was working my rear end off to keep him behind, and then I wasn't going to fight him if he made a move,
right?
Because it could compromise even any points at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I was so as soon as he was alongside, I drifted across. Cause I thought I'll make him try and I tried to defend. It wasn't a pulley over. It was a silly maneuver, like not very effective. And it was too early in the straight. But I thought, well, if he's going to go, he's clearly got the pace. I'm saving fuel. Just go, mate. You know. And I made a joke in the party. I said, oh, you could try and pit some softs, get a fastest lap, and that. And he actually did it. And I was mortified. I said to him, mate, I was kidding. You didn't have to do that. He said, no, it's your race. I'm not in this league. You go for it, mate. You go for it. But massive thank you to him for that. He didn't have to do it because that was clearly his win. But appreciate that as well.
What do you think of the alien that appeared today?
Alien?
The alien.
Was.
I'm not going to comment on the public forum.
Do you know what? His lap time in Q1
because it's a family show.
His lap time in Q1 was like
2/10 up on Q3 won it on Monday tier 1. Sorry,
it was a 14. I think Poe was like a 14.4.
It was a 14.3
in Q3,
in Q1.
and he was a 14.6 in Q1.
Yeah, exactly.
On the second lap, because he had invalidated his first run. That was on his second lap. I think he got a 14.4 in Q2. You saw the lap?
And I thought tier 2 had just become some otherworldly thing. And I was like,
I can expect what happened. So I think Optic added him in like a long time ago. Like he was invited into the Discord like before the start of this championship. Like this would have been at the end of last year's championship. And he was a reserve, but he never actually got to race. And I think Optic was saying, he's tier 1, tier 2-ish pace, but like not like he's faster than you or faster than Paynes or faster than anyone in particular. And I then obviously trying to get the seats all filled up and stuff like that for this year, because I wasn't under the impression that he was an alien. We had a tier 2 seat, and he can only race Wednesdays. He can't race Mondays, so it was right. Okay, put him in, and then he obviously missed the first 6 races, and then today I think Assassin or Payne. I think Payne's once we got his PSN name. Payne's like, you're number 1 on the weekly leaderboard, and then they all thought that he had cheated, and that because the time was so good that everyone thought it's like he must have like cheated, but then they actually saw his footage or his ghost, and he was legit like P1 on the weekly leaderboard, and so that's when kind of the alarm bells were ringing.
Beep beep beep. No, it's this too.
You know, once I seen the Q1 time, it was like, right, well he'll just be treated as a reserve. He's not going to be treated as, he won't score points. He'll be treated like Spidey's. In fairness, like Spidey's tier 3, but we can also argue
he's
that
quick.
Spidey was too fast. Spidey was too fast for this as well, because he did
argue that, but he wasn't.
And he dropped the P5. He's not it's not an alien, but
it wasn't excessive, was he?
But at the same time, though, one could argue as well, at that side of things. But yeah, I texted him and he kindly said, I'll back out after Q2. I won't participate.
Yeah, respectful.
In Q3, so. And then I said,
I'm sure I've seen him in a TRL race before. I'm sure I've seen that name.
Yeah. See, I'm sure if we had seen his PSN name before today, we would have known, but we hadn't. And obviously we asked for everyone's PSN names, and he just hadn't posted it until today. So
yeah,
partially due diligence on myself, but it should have. As I said before, is that when we invite each other, when we invite people that we know, we kind of take that trust and say, right, well, Owen is not going to invite X, Y, or Z if he doesn't feel that this guy is clean and good or whatever, or Crew's not going to invite anyone, or whoever. Optic's not going to invite anyone. So you kind of take that as a bit of trust, you know. But yeah, that pace was just crazy, and we was on board for a few of his laps, and it's just mental. But yeah, don't be talking.
I think
more
he'd be
about
great
that.
in Tier 1 to race
He
with
would.
Assassin and Pains.
Yeah, he said he
Yeah,
was a
It's
race.
a shame we can't do Mondays. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And then with Moody now, we have 2 seats now in Tier 2. So
Unless you move the whole lot to Tuesdays, but obviously it's not for one person. That's a bit sort of extreme.
No.
So
Here, if all 20s want to move it to Tuesdays, I'm not going to... If one person doesn't want to move it, it's not being moved. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
they have to be unanimous. But yeah, right. We'll leave it at that. I want to just mention actually Clement Pheasant with a fantastic drive, started last. He was one of several drivers that got caught out in turn 9. Caught it pretty much. There was about 4 or 5. Craig got done, Tilmo got done, Clement got done. But started P20 and he finished at top 5 on track. Fantastic drive from himself. And then obviously Spidey had a great drive. It's Jack Owen, Red Bull 2-3 there. Great result for the constructors and obviously Crew there. Great drive, no pens.
It's redemption for Holland.
Yeah, that was unlucky. You were going to get a podium there. 100%.
I was feeling a podium there at least second, at least third, maybe second. Coconuts had the win, but I was absolutely distraught this time a week ago.
Yeah. Another thing about Jack. Sorry, Crew. Yeah.
No, go on.
I was just going to say another thing about Jack. Even though Jack finished P2, you know, still he's just extended his lead into the championship as well. So that's what you need to do. And
that was the main point, to be honest. If Owen had caught up, I probably would have let him pass. Just let him have a bit more points.
Yeah.
They're both Red Bull drivers up there a bit more.
Yeah, and I always, even when I was racing last year, I was always looking at P2. And if you were a P2 in the championship, my eyes, that's where the target was. Normally the target's on the guy in the lead, but I'm always looking, who's my closest rival? And if it's, and say it always changed. It was Hurricane, it was Pains, and it was Equator, and it was always someone. But whoever it was, once I finish ahead of them, I'm happy. You know. And you're
after last race as well. I was just happy to be in the points. To be honest, last race was horrendous.
Yeah. So well done, lads. We have no classics this week because we are not back until Austria, which is in 4 weeks time.
We might reschedule that. I'll speak to you offline about that because reasons. But not for a few weeks at least. You're quite right.
Yeah. We're trying to coordinate the Classics Championships with the week that they race at that track as well. So the next race on the Classics calendar is Austria. So we're looking to race the Classics at the same week that we race in Austria in the 2020 cars. So if you look at the calendar, might rejig it a slight bit, but we'll coordinate the Classics Championship with the 2020 Championship. Or the 2020 B Championship, because this is technically the second championship of 2020, if you know what I mean. But
2.0.
Yes. And so, we're still not finished this week. We have Tier 3 on Friday, which will be interesting. I am back home, so I might be able to get the wheel out for that one. So watch this. And if I am on the wheel and I'm really bad, I probably will give qualifying a shot because that's a performance leveler right there, you know.
Shane for a race ban.
I don't think I will be. I think Monster text saying that we might have someone coming in and they're going to Tier 3, and I think there's only my seat left. So I think after this week I'll be out in anyway. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm not going to be able to host it or comms it on Friday because I've got work.
Yeah,
so.
That's fine. So we'll get, I think we have Payne and Killer J that do comms on Friday.
Yeah.
So I have their name down. So we can use those two and then we can get someone to host.
Alright, cool.
So there'll be no issues with that. So Tier 3 Friday, 9 o'clock, Twitch and YouTube. Look forward to that. And thanks again, lads. Well, great drive. Assassin, thanks very much. We know you're a bit under the weather.
I'll
doing a really good job today.
I'll be back every week. As long as I'm not away, I'll just do my best.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job. So fair play to you for that.
Try to make it every week.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers, lads.
Yeah, your man was rapid. Your man was fucking flying.
I think you want to check the Discord.